What's up, people? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 567. Damn. See, this is one of those moments where, I'm gonna have to eat some crow, man. I'm gonna have to eat some crow. So, I've been saying like a few different times, man, like, oh, Garp is dealing with internal struggles and he's, conflicted about what to do. His grandson's about to be executed, man. Look, Garp. This is what Garp just did, right? Garp just showed me what old man muscle is. Now, some of you guys may say, what are you talking about, right? So, when you go to the gym, right, you got like the young bucks, like myself. They in there doing weightlifting, think they doing something, right? And then you got like the 50, 60-year-old dude who you can look at him and tell back in the day he used to be real strong, right? He used to put it in. And then at the same time, like, oh, okay, that's pretty impressive. He, kind of doing his thing. That's a pretty heavy weight to be lifting at his age. Good job, Grandpa, right? That's what you're thinking. And then you get in a little pissing contest with him, right? Like, do a little bit of trash talk. And he says, all right, give me a spot. Now, put some more weight on there. Put some more weight on there. And then he takes you to school, right? So, Marco did all this talking. Like, yeah. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. He didn't actually do some talking. But Marco did all this talking. He was like, yeah. Okay, Whitebeard, you told me I got to take care of this Luffy kid. Yeah, I just saved him from Aokiji. You ain't got to worry about that. I just saved him from him. Okay, I'm about to rush in. Looks like Kizaru is getting ready to put Luffy down for good. Let me get going. Wait, I'm gonna go save Ace first. He starts rushing in, and then Garp just comes out of nowhere with an elbow, looks like to the back of his head, knocks Marco out, and everybody says, "Oh, it's the commander. It's the legend. It's the legend of the Navy, Garp. He's finally made his move." And then Garp has this moment where he's just looking. He's like, if you want to get to Ace, gotta get past my dead body right now. I'm like, oh shit. We're actually gonna see Garp fight. And it looks like Jinbei might have something to do with, Garp versus Jinbei or whatnot. Because, Jinbei, steps up and he's just like, or Jinbei. And he steps up and he, looks and says, okay, this might be my last fight. I'm gonna have to leave this up to you for protection. And this is what's crazy, right? Garp making that declaration, it's just like at the end of the day, he's made peace with the fact that his grandson's an outlaw. And while that isn't his biological grandson, he did raise the kid. But at the end of the day, he's a Navy man first. Ace made his decision. He became a pirate. He kept his word to Ace's father, to the Pirate King Roger. Tried to protect him. Ace made his own decision, made his own grave. And as a man, I can respect that. I don't agree with it, but I respect that. I totally respect that, man. Because at the end of the day, I feel like family is family, So, and let me walk that back a little bit, because I have cut some family off, so I can kind of get where Garp is coming from, man. So let me walk that back some. I don't want to be a hypocrite. So, with that being said, my heart goes out to Luffy, man. Because when you got Garp showing that old man muscle, right? You got Luffy being the young buck who's in the gym trying to flex and stunt and everything, and then he gets knocked down a few pegs. And that's exactly what happens, because you got Aokiji fighting against Whitebeard. He's moved on from Luffy. He's fighting against Whitebeard. He and Whitebeard, they got the whole thing going on. He actually takes a full stab, even though Whitebeard hits him with a full blast of hockey, and that's when Jozu steps in, and you got Whitebeard watching this. It looks like Aokiji's going to be fighting Jozu, but then you got Akainu, who shows up, and he's just looking, and he says, we can't let you get loose because the whole island will go under. And it just shows you the raw level of power that Whitebeard has. And in comparison, when you look at how the Navy was using the Admirals against Luffy, the Admirals weren't even trying. Like, Kizaru is just casually smacking this dude around, and he even tells him, he says, like, look, you got spirit, but spirit alone is not going to be enough to save someone that you love. You lack the power. And that's when it just hammered in, like, okay, Oda keeps going back and forth, back and forth. Is he gonna kill Ace? Is he not gonna kill him? To have something like that be said to Luffy, and if I'm not mistaken, I've made that similar point to where I said Luffy's not really gonna grow until he gets to a point where he loses someone close to him, where he becomes helpless. You know, it's the hero's descent into hell. So I kept going back and forth, back and forth. You know, even in the last chapter, I said maybe Boa Hancock is going to find a way to help Luffy save Ace, and then they go out to escape. And then Oda rips the carpet out from underneath that whole theory with this, because Luffy gets hit with one of those beams, goes right through his side. This is after he gets hit with the finger pistol when Luffy tries to go into Gear 2 and gets immediately shut down. It's like Luffy, if you look at the tier, if the Admirals are at tier 1, Luffy ain't even fucking with tier 3 at this point. And it's just like he's out of place. And Kizaru even says it to a certain extent. He says, how far have the Whitebeard pirates fallen to where you got someone like this leading your charge? Are you serious? What a disgrace. And it's psychological. I get what he's doing there. But you know, Whitebeard catches Luffy and he says, brother of Ace, you did good. You did good. And he throws him to Ivankov, and Ivankov is, you know, lecturing Luffy, and he's like, oh my god, like, I can't believe you. I told you this would happen. And Luffy says, I don't have time for that. Ace is the only brother I have in the world. And he completely collapses. So Luffy is taken out of this. And I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, this might, you know, rub some people the wrong way. But I like the fact that we could be seeing Luffy out of commission for the rest of this arc, or at least until it gets to a point where either Ace dies or Ace gets saved. Because while One Piece is essentially Luffy's story, we get introduced to this kid who wants to be king of the pirates. I really feel like at this point, with this many chapters where Luffy's right in our face, we need a break from Luffy. Like, we need to be having the scope pulled away from Luffy for at least a certain period of time, because at a certain point there will be fatigue kind of introduced, and it gives you a chance to go through some maintenance for his character, to where you can make some adjustments and you can set up some future plot threads without him actually being in the situation. You know, you see it in Hunter x Hunter where Gon was just pulled out in a couple of arcs. And you could say maybe that's because Gon isn't the most popular character in his own series. And that's true. That's true. Personally, I don't like Gon as a character. But at the same time, you saw it in Dragon Ball, where they pulled Son Goku out of a few arcs where he's not the main focus of the story, and it focused on different characters and built up different character arcs. So I like this. If this only happens for, say, half a volume, maybe a full volume where Luffy isn't the center of attraction, I could totally live with that. I could totally live with it, because it gives us an opportunity to focus on the real fights. And in an indirect way, it's gonna develop Luffy, because he's out of place at this point. He isn't strong enough to compete, man. Like, that would literally be like using that gym scenario, right? Using that gym scenario where you got the old man with the old man muscle. He going in, banging out the reps, pop, 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 banging out the reps. And then you got like the dude that, you know, goes in there, does his thing. And then you got the guy that comes in and he ain't been in a while. Or he come in half-ass every now and then, right? And try to keep up. It's just like, huh, you might got the frame to put on some weight, but, you know, hey, man, young buck, you need to step back a little bit. And that's essentially what this chapter is. So, I mean, I like what we're getting out of this, man. And if we get more of these fights with these high-level fighters and seeing how the different devil fruits interact with each other, I'd be totally hyped. But at least my prediction wasn't completely shot, because it looks like we are getting Akainu versus Whitebeard. Now, that's going to be really interesting, man, because, you know, you got like the lava with the Akainu, and then you got Whitebeard with the earthquakes. I mean, those should go hand in hand when you look out volcanoes and lava and all other stuff for it, man. It's been a while since I've done the earth sciences thing. So That'd be pretty cool if the symbolism is there and we get some really epic stuff. But the fact that Ace's execution is looming lets me know that this is going to be a short war arc. This isn't going to be drawn out. And I like the pacing of it, man. And just as another side note, I did remember the whole thing with like the different warlords and everybody kind of just charging through, and you see Moria, he's got his stuff going on. You got Doflamingo, you got Mihawk. Everybody's leading the charge. The fights are just breaking out. It's utter chaos at this point, and that lets me know we are approaching a climax. We are getting to a climax. As I know this isn't gonna be a short arc, because a lot of times with these mangas, when they start using panels like that, we're building towards something, man. We're building towards a clear climax. So my chapter question to you guys is going to be, what were your thoughts on Kizaru telling Luffy, hey, you have the desire to protect somebody, but you don't have the power to back it up. And then on the same token, you have Whitebeard basically tell Luffy the same thing as well. And the second part to this question is going to be this right here. Do you think that this is a monumental moment for Luffy? Is this the moment where I've been calling for like 300 chapters that Luffy needs to train and get stronger? Do you think this is the moment where it finally registers to Luffy that he's got to step it up? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the end of the video, guys. Have an awesome day.